Okay, you guys, let's talk about Google Analytics. I'm a huge fan of Google Analytics. I like to make sure that I am always looking at the numbers. I have few days in here so you have an idea of what I'm looking for. So basically, in Google Analytics, I'm looking obviously at the dates in the year and even the dates. I didn't put it here because I didn't want to drive you guys crazy because I could really go into a lot of these numbers and go a little crazy. So definitely look at the sessions, how many people came in into a specific day, um, how many users. It's not the same thing. What is the percentage of new people looking at the website? And the reason why we have a lot of returning visitors is because we allow, depending on your website, you might allow payments. So a lot of people might be logging in to pay or clicking a link that they receive from your invoices. So you want to see how many people are coming back and clicking on those links so you can see how effective your links are, especially if you have discounts in those links. So you want to track that for sure. You also want to look at the page views. The page view is a little tricky because you could be thinking, okay, I have a lot of page views. What does that mean? Well, it depends on your goals. And in Google Analytics, you can set up goals. So you definitely have to make sure that you set up goals and that you're tracking the right pages so you know which pages are being highly effective for your company. The pages per session is basically how many people are looking at your pages, how many pages they view per visit. So for us, it tends to be between 2 and 3, and by then, by the second page, they're ready to submit a quote request, which is good. So we want them to get in and get out. We don't want them to hang around too long because then they forget to do the quote request. The time frame is about 2 minutes for us on average. And the bounce rate is very important because if you have something going on, if you're like me and you're always testing different things on the website, you want to know if the bounce rate is going up, because that could be people coming in once and leaving. And at one point we had a plugin that was creating huge, very huge bounce rate of 90%. I was freaking out. I'm like, what is going on? At one point it hit 98%, and it was because there was a plugin on my website that was creating a lot of spam. So you definitely want to track Google Analytics. It's key. You want to make sure that you're looking at it and that you're comparing month to month, year to year. Like you see here that we compare one year to another, and from January 12th to the 13th, and then the same month for 4 or 5 years. So you can see what this looks like, 2012 compared to 2013, and then you can say what was going on between 2012 and 2013, and why did it go so high, and what happened then. And you also got to look at really how effective your pages are being, because you could have a lot of traffic, but if this number was really high, the bounce rate, I would be highly concerned, but that was not the case. So you want to take a look. You want to know your average conversion rates, and the average, this is about 366, let's say on average, page views that we have per user that we have per month. Let's say this number is higher now, but I'm not going to go into that. I just kept it from 2 years before, so I didn't provide any new information about my specific company. So you can see here that the new sessions is about 76%. So that means that 76% of the people coming into our website are new. They're not coming back to make payments or to read any specific information that we have shared with them via links from our new welcome package or anything like that. So these are new people looking for services. It's about 366. And basically, once we do the math, there is another page that I'm going to show you where when you go here, you can figure out how many people we converted. And that is about 13% from our website. So I know for a fact that over 10% sometimes the conversion rate is really high. And you have to figure out, okay, what is going on in December? holidays, people might be visiting, clients might be looking for one-time cleaning, or it could be a number of things, but you won't know until you start tracking this number. So the conversion rate gives you an idea. If you know that your conversion rate is going to be about 10%, let's say, for a specific month, and you know that you need to increase sales, and you know that you have 1,000 people in there, and your conversion rate is 10%, that means 100 people are going to convert into one-time clients, right? So what that means is that if you need 20 new clients, that means you really have to push your marketing efforts, your advertising efforts to hit 2,000 views for that month in order to get 20 new clients, because your conversion rate is about 10%. So that is easy math right there. I just wanted to give you this sample because it's key. A lot of people forget that in the cleaning business, this is a real business, you guys. A lot of people think, I'm just going to pick up a broom and a mop and that's about it. This is a real business. You have to do a lot of strategic marketing, a lot of strategic thinking, a lot of operations, and all of these ties together to create a solid foundation for your company. You cannot run a company and be successful if you don't know your numbers, if you don't know what's your conversion rate, if you don't know how many people you have on your website, if you don't know how many people you have to have in order to have a specific conversion rate. This is key. So here you will see that I also have, for example, the website visits, and then I have goals on my website, and based on my customer relations management and the deep cleanings that we do, that we can pull those reports from a scheduling software. I know for a fact, for example, that for a specific day I have 5 quote requests. From those people that click on the website for the page request, only 3 submitted the quote request. For whatever reason, 2 of those people decided not to click the quote request. So number 1, I gotta go in there and figure out, is something wrong with my quote request, which sometimes has happened. So you gotta always consistently be checking your website. You gotta make sure that nothing is broken on your website, prohibiting clients from requesting a quote request. This is key, and it has happened to me. So as soon as I see this, there is a big difference in between this number, I need to figure out what's going on. At one point, when we started requesting the telephone number, the numbers went down. People will submit the quote request, and it was fine. But when we started requesting the telephone number, the number of people that click on the quote request and the number of people that submitted the quote request were different. So you want to know that. Do you want to entertain those customers that are shopping around, or you just want to deal with the customers that know that they're serious about getting the quote? And if they're serious, they're going to give you the telephone number. So those are decisions that you got to make for yourself. And then you have to figure out from the submitted quote request, how many quote requests went out. Maybe on the website I had 3 quote requests, but 1 call-in. So I have 4 requests sent out, 4 estimates that day sent out. And how many did you close? So this means I gave 4 quotes and I only booked 3. Okay, so I only booked 3 for that day. And then if you want to go crazy, insane like I do, then you want to know, did I have any blog views that day? What was my bounce rate? Did I have any organic search? What about one specific website or LinkedIn or social media on Yelp or any direct mail? If you're crazy like I am, you will want to know all of these things. Did you have any slide share? Did you share any specific content? Was there anything that happened on this day that made it so? For example, here we had 9 click on the quote request, but only 5 requested the quote request. Only 5 submitted the quote request and say, yes, I want a quote request. From there, 4 went out. So I have to figure out what happened between the submitted quote request and the actual estimate that were sent out. This could be that maybe we had a spam quote request sent out, and you spam, and we couldn't get through to through a phone number and the email was wrong. So that's something that you will want to follow up with your office assistant. How come we have 4 requests and only 5 requests and only 4 went out? So that helps you figure out with your office if it's something wrong with your operation. Then you figure out you estimated close 3, they estimate you close 3, so you can figure out your conversion rate and so on. This is highly important, you guys, because you want to know where something can be going wrong in your operation, especially because this is the number one way that you make money. You will want to know if something is wrong with your website, if your office assistants are not doing the right job, or if you have such bad organization that you forgot to call somebody, and at the end of the day you just realize that you never called somebody back that requested a quote request and was ready to ask you for pricing on your services. So this is highly effective. I have been doing this since the beginning. I am crazy about tracking these numbers because it is the way that I know if something is working or is not working in the company. I hope you find this helpful. Again, subscribe to the YouTube channel and subscribe to the newsletter if you want to hear more from me. And I hope to see you on the next one. Ciao. Bye-bye.